Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have another meal prep video, so let's jump right in. So as usual, I am starting out with my basic and snack prep, and I apologize, I know I do this every single week, but this really is part of my every week meal prep. So I am starting out by cleaning up some grapes. I want to get this over with because this is probably my most tedious and hated task. So I'm putting those into some little snack bags so I can have those throughout the week. And next I'm going to chop up some red onions for salads, and then I will cut up some green onions also for salads and just for anything else throughout the week. And I had some celery left over from a different recipe I'll be showing you here in a second. So I cut up some celery sticks, and then I went ahead and just took some baby cut carrots and put the carrots and celery in some bags that I can snack on throughout the week. I also made some chai tea cream cheese muffins. I did that in a separate video, and I will be sharing that with you Monday morning. So I did buy rotisserie chicken. I wanted to have that for lunch today and then also for lunch a couple days next week. So I am just taking off the meat. At first I removed the skin, and then I'm just removing the meat. I do put the breast meat in one bowl and then the dark meat in the other bowl. That way I can track it easier. I do eat both, but I just track, of course, the dark meat. So I am doing that, and I always wear gloves when I do this just because it is not a fun task, but it is so amazing when you get done to have this meat on hand. Now I'm going to start working on the side dish for my chicken, and that's going to be a low-carb, quote, potato salad. This salad is made with cauliflower instead of the potatoes. I had a coworker tell me about this, and she said it was really good, so I searched for a recipe online and found this one on Skinny Taste. First off, I need to prep a few things to get ready for this. So I need to cut up some onion really finely. So I'm just taking this red onion and just putting it through my veggie chopper. And then I am going to cut up some celery really finely as well. And while I was doing all this, I was steaming my cauliflower. I just took a pound of cauliflower and cut it up into half-inch pieces and steamed it in my steamer basket for about 10 minutes. Now in a separate bowl, you want to go ahead and combine your dressing for the salad. So I am using a half of a cup of fat-free mayo, and then also some of this Cuban style mustard. I don't ever measure mustard, so I just kind of put enough in there, but the recipe says a teaspoon. And then I'm also combining this with some dill. I didn't have any fresh dill, so I'm just using some dried dill, and again, I didn't measure it. I just put enough in there where I thought would be enough. Also added in some salt and pepper and stirred that up and set it aside. I also forgot to mention I did have to hard boil some eggs, so I just did 3 hard boiled eggs, and then I chopped them up and added those to the bowl of cauliflower. And now I'm going to add everything else into the bowl, the onion, the celery, and then also going to add some pickled dill relish. And then you just want to put your mayonnaise mixture and just stir it all up. And you guys, I did try a little bit of this, and it tastes really super good. So highly recommend this. I think this is going to be a great recipe to have. So also for lunch this week, I'm going to be having some turkey chili. This is a completely new recipe to me, so I'm excited to try this out. So I did have to prep a few things for this as well. I needed some yellow onion, so I just used my veggie chopper for that. Also needed some red pepper, so I went ahead and diced up some red pepper. Now I'm going to be using my multi-cooker for this. I get a lot of questions about this. You can get it on Amazon, so I will link it down in the description box. I really like it. So I'm just going to put my onion and red pepper in my multi-cooker that's already been heated up, and I'm just going to saute that with some garlic. Again, I never measure garlic, but I just put like a heaping tablespoon in there. So I went ahead and sauteed that up. It took about 5 or 6 minutes or so for the onion and pepper to get cooked. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in this ground turkey, and then you want to just cook the turkey until it is no longer pink. And then once that is all done, then you're going to go ahead and add in your spices. So I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And it called for 4 tablespoons of chili powder, but I only had 3 tablespoons, but it worked out just fine. So you want to stir all that together, and then you're going to add in the rest of your ingredients. So you're going to add in a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes. I use crushed tomatoes, and then I also added in some diced tomatoes as well. And then you're going to want to add in 1 1/4 cup of chicken broth. I ended up actually using 1 1/2 cups, just for your information. And then you're going to add in some kidney beans that have been drained and rinsed. You're going to use 2 cans of dark red kidney beans, and you're also going to use 1 can of sweet corn that has been rinsed and drained. So you want to add all of that to your pot and then bring it to a boil. And then once you brought it to a boil, when you reduce the heat and simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and it starts to thicken up. I will be topping mine with some cheese and sour cream and some jalapenos when I have it for lunch through the week. Now I'm going to start assembling my meal preps. So I'm going to do 2 of them with the rotisserie chicken and the faux potato salad. So that is what is going into these containers. And then I'm going to put chili in my round containers. All my containers are always linked in the description box. And I just had a few dinner prep items to do. My husband requested a pot of pinto beans, so I did make that. So he'll be having that with his dinners through the week. And then I just needed to cut up a couple vegetables for a stir fry that I'm having for dinner one day next week. So I just cut up some carrots and some Napa cabbage. Okay, so meal prep is done. I have about 20 minutes left on my chili, so I'm just going to let that simmer for a little bit. And I have about an hour left on my beans, so I'm going to let them simmer as well. And then I have my snack bins all full. Again, I did do a whole video on my snack bins in my refrigerator. I will have it up in the cards and also in the description box. So I have all my vegetables for the week. So I have carrots, celery, and some grapes to snack on. And this is for the whole family, by the way. And then I have quite a few yogurts to snack on, some cheeses, and then I use the guacamole for the vegetables. And then I have some unsweetened applesauce in here, so plenty of snacks for the family. And then here is the cauliflower, quote, potato salad. That's the rest of the chicken I did not use. I'll eat that up this weekend. The carrots for the dinner, the cabbage dinner. And then here's the cabbage for the cabbage dinner. Green onions for salad, red onions for salad, and then here are 2 of the chicken and potato, or quote, potato salad lunches. Then I just did 1 of the chili, so I'm going to put that back in there, but I just wanted to show you guys that. And then I prepped these yesterday, and I will have a whole video on these. These are some chai tea muffins, so that video will be up Monday morning. So I did that in a separate video because it took a little bit longer. So there you go. Here's everything I prepped. Now I will tell you, I always tell you guys, I do a time limit on my prep. I set 90 minutes for myself whenever I'm filming because it does take a little longer. So I used exactly 90 minutes. So there are 2 things I did not do today, and that was some egg muffin cups and then some oatmeal, pumpkin oatmeal muffins, which I made these muffins instead. So actually it was just the egg muffin cups is the only thing I did not get done today. So, but that is what I do. I set a time limit and I get the things done that I know I want to get done, and then if I don't have time, then I don't do it. So there you go. And oh, also I did marinate some chicken as well. I did not show you guys that because I do that almost every week. But other than that, I got done the most of what I needed to get done. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate your support and how much you love these meal prep videos. I hope that this has given you some good ideas, and if you're not subscribed, I encourage you to do so because I do meal prep every single week. And please hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload videos, and leave me a comment down below with what you are meal prepping for the week. And I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.